Hi, True Crew. How you doing? Welcome back to another episode. Thank you for tuning in. Coming at you today with a quick video on why you should let people do things for you. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, share and like these videos, follow my social media. Links down below. Right now, I'm not really there, but if you comment on the video, I'll usually get back to you. But why we need to learn to let people do things for us. Well, in reality, when it comes down to it, I mean, literally the first 18, at least we'll go 16 years until you're able to drive, right? People are always doing things for you. You are an dependent being, right? Especially out of the womb, dependent. And when you're dependent in that way, right? Life is great, right? Don't we isn't it funny how when we're kids, everybody's always like, everything's fun. And then all of a sudden when you start getting to high school, you get out of high school, you're like, man, I wish I was a kid again. Well, in reality, when you were a kid again, you were dependent on everybody. And now that I'm coming back to that, it just popped in my head, maybe that's one of the things that Jesus meant, because this is a health, fitness, Christian, Catholic spirituality channel as well, is maybe Jesus really meant you must become a kid again. You must learn to be dependent on others, right? Because in reality, none of us asked to be on this planet. None of us asked to be born. But in reality, we need to be able to make the best of it, help those around us, right? That's what we always say, help those around us, right? Well, in order to help someone, that person has to be willing to accept the help. So in order for someone to help you, you have to be willing to accept the help. I totally lost my whole train of thought, but yeah, you just, like a kid, that's where I was at, like being a kid again, right? That's when we always look back. We always reminisce on those times, right? And then in reality, when you get older, right, a majority of the time we're dependent on people, but other people are not wanting to help the person that's unfortunately needs help, the older person that's dependent upon somebody, right? This is where they can get sick and die. Same thing like when an elderly person's wife dies, they say, I don't know what the percentage is, but I heard it was supposedly a good percentage that the spouse will die shortly after. Now, my grandparents, that's completely wrong. But, they say that. But that's, once again, we're dependent on those people to be there. We're dependent on people around us to be there. The main place I was going with this video is you need to learn to be dependent upon other people and allowing other people to help you. Because like I said before, we did not choose to be born. We are gifts from God. We are gifts in some way, shape, or form. Whether you want to say it's God, I don't know what it is, but we are a gift. Life is a gift, right? And you can only receive the gift if you're willing to receive it. So the only way to live life to the fullest in this way, shape, or form is learning to depend and receive from others, right? And in reality, when you allow yourself to receive from others, then that allows you the time to do other things, right? That allows you the time to do other things. It's a give and take relationship, right? It's like I told my wife, which is pregnant right now with our first child, it comes down to the same thing. Like, you want to make this beautiful meal for me, right? Or I want to make a beautiful meal for you, a dinner. What I try to do is, you're cooking, that gives me the time to do something productive as well. So I'm not just going to watch TV and do something mindless and pointless. I'm going to do something that will also benefit the both of us. So when it comes down to it, she's doing that. Maybe there was laundry we did the day before that needs to be folded. So I'll fold the laundry, right? Instead of she's cooking dinner, she gets done, then she has to fold. Or cooking dinner, gets done, eat, then I decide to fold the clothes. But if we do it at the same time, now that opens us up to being able to have one-on-one personal time, either watching TV, talking, going for a walk, exercising, playing a game, whatever it is, to have that together time, to do something together and enjoy each other's company. But in reality, first I had to receive the gift of allowing her to do something for me. And then that frees me up to be able to do something else. the equivalent of, I tell them, and it's basic time management. This comes down to too, being able to manage your time better. But in reality, it's you got to be able to receive things from others, right? That frees you up from not being able to do it. If someone's gonna come over to your house and they'll be like, "Oh, well, I'll pick up the alcohol," and you're like, "No, I'll pick it up. Don't worry about it." Well, in reality, you're gonna drive off to the store 10, 15 minutes to go do something else. When in reality, if you just let them pick it up on their way there, maybe you could have made that extra dessert. Maybe you could have cleaned the house a little bit better. Maybe you could have done something. It frees you up to do something better. And in reality, if you can't receive, if you struggle receiving, how are you going to struggle to give? Right? It's pretty much impossible, because you've got to be able to understand and enjoy the blessing of getting something so you can give something, right? Because I always say it's better to give than receive, but you've got to be able to do both. And if you are unable to receive things, main thing is a compliment, right? I struggle with receiving a compliment, so does my wife. My wife is horrible at it. I usually just say it because she does it. I just try to do it in a mocking sense. But my wife cannot receive a compliment, especially on how beautiful she is, to save her life. But, it is what it is. We work on it. I'm not going to stop telling her she's beautiful, because she is. But in reality, you can just say thank you, move on and do something else, right? If you're just saying no, that prevents you from maybe complimenting back, right? You look good today. Well, you know what? So do you. I've noticed you look good, right? It's that conversation starter. And if all you do is can say no and not graciously receive the compliment, that's going to hinder even just a great conversation from starting. Sometimes that's just a conversation starter, right? This video wasn't really where I wanted it to go. Hopefully it's, you can find value in it. But once again, like I said, I just kind of get the topic, dwells in the back of my mind. I put it in my notes. I kind of look at it, and then I just run with it. But sometimes it comes down to just sparking the mind and letting you be able to go further into it. So once again, I hope this helps. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, share and like these videos.